Hey guys, Marianne here with Shopping Crafty. So today I feel weird about this video because it's an acting advice video and it's one of my harsher ones, I guess, because as you read in the title, I'm asking if you're actually ready to be moving to LA and pursuing acting. And I feel like a lot of people will take issue with things I say because they want to just not care and move and just do it, which is a great energy, but it's not realistic. And to learn from my mistakes, I want to give a little bit of advice. That didn't really make sense, but whatever. So basically, I think you shouldn't move out here if you don't have any experience, first and foremost. And high school theater does not count as experience. I hate to say that because I had an amazing theater teacher in high school. I had an amazing just theater community around me. So they were pretty high quality productions, but they don't count. They just don't. Nobody else knows that they were high quality productions, you know? So that doesn't count. Before I moved out here the first time, which was right after I graduated from high school and I was going to school out here for a semester, I had already worked on one film. It's not much, but it's something. I had experience on a set. That's great. So there was that, and when I was out here, you know, I had another job and gained experience that way. So by the time I came, this is all I moved back home, I got even more experience, and then I moved back here. I had a decent resume in place, and even then, it wasn't easy. It's still not easy for me to get acting jobs. So before you move out here, definitely make sure you have at least one job on a set down on your resume. That can sound impossible, but any local colleges near you should have, well, maybe not community colleges, but other colleges. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Most colleges will have a film program where people will be casting. So do a student film. Or make a student film. Make your own film that you can put on your resume. Have your friend do it so you can put them down as the director instead of yourself. Yeah, do that, actually. Do that. People do that out here all the time. It's called making your own work. It's great. Do that. Have some experience before you move out here. Also, make sure you have signed up for all the acting websites. Make sure you have a resume and make sure you have headshots. I'll do other videos on making resumes and getting headshots and my advice there coming in the future. But yeah, make sure you have those. You can always look to books and other website resources for information for that in the meantime. So also, I want you to be realistic about your ambitions moving out here. I generally don't like when I hear people have a time limit because that's not how acting works as a career. There are people who have worked their whole lives in LA pretty regularly that you've never heard of. And there are people who are actors their whole lives and don't make it big until they're 60 or later. It's something that happens. It might not be till your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Maybe you're going to be an 80-year-old and you're going to get your big break. You don't know. It might be that long. So don't have a time limit in mind. If you do, I mean, I guess you can be doing this career for fun, but you're not taking it seriously. You have to take it seriously. This is a job. It's not a dream. It's both. You can't just have the dream aspect of it. Does that make sense? There's a reality behind the dream, and it's a lot of hard work and time that you have to put in. So, anyway, along with that, make sure you have your expectations in check, because I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew I would probably have a bunch of roommates and have side jobs, do babysitting, do whatever, serving, while working acting jobs whenever I could get them, and just living in LA and being a person. And I remember the first time I met another actress who actually understood that. Like, I had a job interview and she was like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I was like, well, I see myself in LA, working part-time jobs and pursuing acting full-time. Yeah, and like, to some people, saying you want to be an actress sounds like this like imaginary life, but to her she was like, oh yeah, that's what life is like when you're an actor. Like, you're gonna be poor, but that's okay. Like, you're not gonna be rich and famous, at least not at the beginning, and you have to accept that. It just takes time and effort. It doesn't happen overnight, and you're still gonna be a person. You're still gonna be a human being who has different emotions and different relationships. Like, being rich and famous does not solve problems, and I hope you know that. And I hate saying that sort of thing because I always would hear that from family members and stuff, and people who think they can give advice on the industry just because they've watched movies and read, like, gossip magazines. They think they know how the industry works. They don't. They can't give you this advice. I know a little bit about how the industry works, at least for actors that are starting out. So it's coming from a place where I just want you to be prepared. I hope you accept that and aren't mad at me for saying these things. But yeah, just make sure your expectations are in check. And also be aware that you could go years without getting an acting job. Like, right now, I'm up for an acting award. I've won an acting award. I have a movie coming out in October. Actually, it might already... yeah. Coming out soon. And I haven't actually had an acting job in over 2 years. This movie was filmed 3 years ago. And I haven't acted in anything since then. I've joined the Theat Union. I've gotten an agent. I've started a YouTube channel. I've done some modeling. But I have not had an acting job since then. And it sucks. And I really hope I get one soon. But yeah, it's a reality of the lifestyle that you might go years. Literally years. But that doesn't mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean anything like that. It means you're pursuing your career, and it's hard. We picked a hard one. So, if you are prepared for all of that, all of the fun that I just sold you of an acting career and not actually working, and, you know, and you have experience, and you are prepared for a life like that, like, yeah, move on out here. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little cautionary advice beforehand, because people move out here every day. So many people. And I just want to make sure you're prepared for what you're getting yourself into. It's a crowded place. Alright, thank you guys so much. If anyone else has any advice for actors, be nice, but like, advice is welcome below. If you have any criticism of my advice, go ahead and put that down there too, and I'll try to answer any questions you guys might have about moving here. Just let me know what you guys want to know, and I'll be happy to do videos and reply to comments. Alright, thank you guys so much. Talk to you again soon. Bye.